Let's dive into how to use MyHeritage's website to research their record collection to find your ancestors. We're going to talk about researching the record collections on MyHeritage. So let's hop over to the website and get started. So there are two places where you can begin researching your ancestors' records. So first, you can go straight to the research tab, drop down menu, or you can take advantage of some of the hints right here. So let's go ahead and dive into a number of the record matches. So I'm going to go ahead and explore the Canada burial records, 26 of those. So Abigail Comfort born Snyder. So one thing that's a little bit different here on MyHeritage is that the way they present the names of females. So the maiden name is within the parentheses, and this is what their married name should look like. So something to keep in mind. So we have that she had a birth date of 1805, a death date of 1879. This is from Lincoln County, Ontario. This is from Lincoln County, Ontario. We're going to go ahead and review the map. All right, so I'm going to go here and I'm going to look through the match, and this is what I like to call an index. I cannot see the original image upon which this information is based. When you want to learn more about the record collection, you can click this little eye, this information graphic, and then you can see what the collection has to say. Click on search this collection. This will give you all the information about the record collection, a sample, and so on and so forth. The first thing I have to decide is this about my ancestor? Well, I do know that Abigail Comfort was buried in the Lane Cemetery in Lincoln County, Ohio. So I'm going to go Lincoln County, Ontario, and I'm going to go ahead and click confirm the match. Once I do that, now we're going to compare my tree on MyHeritage with the information from the Canadian burial index. So I'm not going to, although it says it's different, I'm not going to override this because her maiden name is Comfort and her married name is Comfort and her maiden name is Snyder. I have a more complete birth date over here. The burial place is Lane Cemetery. It's different, but I want to go ahead and just keep the place pure. I wish there was a little way we can put like a note that says what cemetery name, and then we'd have the place here. But the source comes over, and to me, that's the most important part, is the source comes over and will be saved to the tree. So that's done, and I can go back to the Canadian burial record collection and go through the next hints that I have. The next one I thought I would explore is my favorite, city directories. So go over here to city directories, and this has George Carlsberger. So I'm going to go ahead and see if in 1887 he was in this city directory. I'm going to zoom in. We have a Charles and a Conrad and a Jacob, and we have this Carlsberger. Now I happen to know this George is the only George Carlsberger, so I'm going to go ahead and confirm the match and save to my tree. And this time I'm going to bring the resident information over, but I can also edit it while I'm at it. So I'm going to go ahead and add Franklin County, Ohio, so they can have my localities the same. I'm going to leave off the occupation because it doesn't stay with that 1887. If occupation stayed with 1887 and in the residence, then I would keep it. But I bring over the source citation and save to my tree. There you go. And so now you can see all the records I've collected for George down here on the bottom. So it's really great when you start going through your record matches that MyHeritage finds for you, is that as soon as you find one, MyHeritage starts looking for more, and then it's almost like a never-ending cycle to get caught up with all of the hints that they provide you. So what other questions do you have about searching MyHeritage's record collections, and which would you like to see us cover in the future about MyHeritage? Love it if you'd go ahead and subscribe to the channel. There's also a link to our newsletter, so you will always be informed when we release a new video. Check that out in the description.